What's up, guys and girls? Do you want to get rid of that long back and those saggy glutes? But no matter what you do, you can't feel RDLs in your glutes? Well, now you know how a guy feels when he has the intercourse with you. Can't feel a thing, cannot hit a wall, allegedly. Well, then let me show you 4 big RDL no-nos that might be keeping you from getting the cheeks you deserve. Just like I'm not getting the cheeks I deserve because I'm a ginger. Number 1 is bringing it forward. This is mostly the form I see in the gym. Folding in half like a tattooed white single mom in the club. Jaden is my king. Stability is right in the middle of my foot. And the biggest weight is the bar. So I want to keep it above the middle of my foot. Therefore, I want to push my hips back instead of bringing the bar forward because that will auto bend my back. And that's number 2, bending the back. As the old Italian saying goes, no man likes to see a round back doggy in Italian. I also like to say that in a few different languages, but that's the story about how I can't enter Spain anymore. Anyway, now why is bending the back so bad? Well, you basically want to keep your spine straight under a heavy load because otherwise you're gonna get a hernia. And also we want all the bend at the hips because that stretches the glute. Therefore, if we push the hips back, we want to keep the upper body straight. So we have to put it in place. And I do that with my 2 Cake City cues. Number 1, I'm squeezing a passion fruit underneath my arms. This is to retract the shoulder blades and activate the lats. And number 2, I brace my core by breathing into my stomach and imagining that I have to sneeze. This is to brace the core. Now my upper body is in place to slowly push my hips back. When you're rounding your back, you're basically catfishing your glutes out of gains. And I know catfishing is the name of the game for you, but let's not do that for once in the gym so you can have something to be proud of. That brings me to number 3, arching the back. As the old French saying goes, arching the back is good in the bedroom, but not in the gym. There's a German word in there to catch people off guard. Never be off guard, always on guard. En garde. French. Little disclaimer. Arching the back is fine when you want to target the hamstrings because arching the back and tilting the hips pre-stretches the hamstrings. So doing so with an RDL, a good morning, or even on the hyperextension will give you a nice little hamstring training. But, pun intended, you're here to train your glutes. So let's not do that. So as I said in previous point, I keep my upper body straight, get a slight bend in my knee slowly, which will be my next point, the speed. Push my hips back. And now as I'm lowering down, I'm bending my knees more. This will take the stress off of the hamstrings and put it mostly on the glutes. If you keep the same bend in your knees, you'll also target more of the hamstrings. You will also train glutes when doing a hamstring focused version. But if you want more glutes and less hamstrings, then I would suggest to bend your knees more as you lower down. Look who it is. It's my little friend, Sweetheart. Hello, Sweetheart. Say hi to the people. Hello. Yeah. He's a little baby. Oh, are you tired? Zit jij nog moe? Oh, allee. And number 4 would be doing it too fast. I know bending over fast is why you get any success in life. But if you want to get the most gains out of your training, you want to slowly and controlled lower down and explosively or slowly and controlled stand back up. Mechanical tension is a big driver of muscle gain. And this basically means keeping your muscle under tension. Now, not forever, obviously. I would say between 3 and 5. That's a good benchmark. So now I'll guide you through a few reps of an RDL, how I do that. I grip the bar at shoulder width apart with my palms down. Now when it gets heavier, I use an alternate grip, but a lot of people will get butthurt by this, so please use a palms down grip. I sit my feet at shoulder width apart and in a natural way. For me, that means slightly turned outwards. Do not force your feet straight forward if it feels unnatural. Just place your feet at shoulder width apart, waddle around a few times, and then use that stance. I get my upper body in place with the 2 Cake City cues. Now let's start the movement. I get a slight bend in my knees and I slowly push my hips back. As I'm pushing my hips back, I bend my knees more to take the stress off of the hamstrings and put it mostly on the glutes. I slowly lower the bar down to half shin and now I thrust my hips back forward and squeeze my glutes as hard as possible. I know squeezing is also a butthurt point for a lot of people, but there's nothing wrong with it. It will not build you more muscle, but I love squeezing because going all the way down and then squeezing is one full rep. So, full few reps. I know this might be a short video because I'm kinda still figuring out how to do YouTube, but if you enjoyed this, then let me know in the comments if you want more of these no-nos. I'll go over every exercise or any exercise that you want, even calves, which I actively avoid. Thank you all for watching my video.